Hey everybody! Back just like I said we would be for more Banishers. Banishers Ghost of New Eden, definitely not Ghostbusters. Legally distinct. Also, Ghostbuster wasn't invented yet, so we're probably fine. Anyway, last time in Banishers Ghost of New Eden, we have come across the beast out in the woods that is preventing people from either fleeing to Boston away from New Eden or people just going back to New Eden because they're nutcases. And we need to deal with said beast. As it transpires, the beast is an amalgamation of many dead settlers who may have been betrayed by current chief of the village, or the current chief of the remaining settlers, if you like, who sent us out to fight the beast in the first place. She gave us a whistle that was supposed to alert her and she would come to help us, but as it transpires, the whistle she gave us is in fact a dog whistle and would only attract wolves to us. So, yeah, I don't think she's too trustworthy. Anyway, seems like we're about to meet a reckoning with the beast. I think we're probably close to doing that now, so let's do that. Here. I think that's meant to be New Eden in the back, where all the dark clouds are coalescing. Okay, so find the beast's lair. We have found a wolf's den here, but all the wolves have been killed by the beast, it would seem. We have only seen the beast in passing so far, or rather we've seen its wake, destruction it's left. There's a bunch of dead people. Here's where some of the settlers are, or were. Well, are, technically. Their corpses are here. They were traveling from New Eden, and Thickskin, Newsmith, I think is their name. She said that we should split them into two. The people who can move faster can go ahead, get everything set up for everybody, and then the slower moving people can catch them up. And then if we move in two smaller groups, then that's a lot of blood. Two smaller groups, then we wouldn't attract as much attention. Now, I would argue that wolves would be less likely to attack a large group of people versus a small group of people, but here we are. Thickskin did give everybody else were supposed to be safety whistles, but it transpired they were in fact dog whistles, and they only attracted the wolves. Very hungry wolves, as there is not a whole lot to eat out here.
The second group died terrible deaths, but the scourge did not kill them.
And yet there must be a connection.
Scourge is what we're calling the beast. That's its Ghostbuster parlance. That's what it's meant to be called. Scourge is a amalgamation where lots of people die all at once.
Why would hungry wolves leave fresh meat uneaten?
Fresh meat. Were they not wolves? Were they some kind of ghost wolf?
Those claw marks are smaller than the ones we saw earlier.
Entirely
The
possible.
tracks start with the expedition and grow in size as they progress.
Surrounding trees have been drawn in by a powerful force.
The beast made itself from the specters of the dead settlers. Here's where it happened. There were more than a few settlers. This scourge is going to be huge.
Damn thick skin. Her gifts just don't stop giving.
So the last scourge that we were told of, Antea has encountered one before, was a slave ship that sank. The slaves that were on it effectively died and became this amalgamation of angry spirits known as a scourge. It's the case we're looking at the moment. The strong might live, thick-skinned sent the weaker settlers to their deaths. A great person. Kate is her sister, who I don't believe knows this, but I'm not sure. Long ago, Kate betrayed the woman she loved, her guilt-ridden heart remained. The feast is made of the specters of lost settlers and the vengeful scourge, which we kind of already knew. We're still waiting for one last piece of info about the scourge, which I imagine we'll get when we see it. Also, we acquired gun in the last stream. Now have a gun. How do guns work on ghosts? I don't know. But swords work on them too, and we haven't really questioned that until now. Alright, we've gone through a loading tunnel. Clearly something important's about to happen here. Oh yeah, look at that big wide open area. With all cut down trees. This isn't a boss fight, definitely not.
Are you ready for the ritual?
No, but let's do it anyway.
Force a scourge to appear. Alright, I have tried to do this one before, but it was wrong, apparently, at the time, but I feel like it's right now. It should be the correct one this time. It's interesting that Red knows this ritual when he's never had to perform it, story-wise. Doesn't have to, like, consult a book or anything, he just knows it. Although I suppose you could maybe argue that Antea is telling him what to do in the background. Seems to be that's all that dagger is for, is to just cut ritual lines into the ground. If it was a real dog whistle, we wouldn't be able to hear that. If it's a ye olde dog whistle.
Come out, wherever you are. Come on, show yourself.
Red,
Yes. Why'd you make me turn around? Now it's behind me. It wasn't behind me until you called my name.
yes.
Of course it is. Every bloody time.
That's a big boy. Really need some moisturizer for everything.
You are surely too big to be a wolf.
It's a scourge, all right. Anger shaped to kill.
We wish you no harm. We know all about the wolf whistles. The whistle Stick Skin gave you. Oh, shite!
I think this one wants to talk. Alright. Now I gotta remember the buttons. Hasn't been that long, but I'm still gonna forget.
Oh, easy now.
Anything? Well, that did fucking nothing. Hey.
Not too quick on your feet, are you?
Alright, I think only its head seems to take damage. And not a lot. Come on, run into the tree. It'll be funny. For the content, come on. For the content, run into the tree. Go. Yeah, run into the tree.
Not too quick on your
Dumbass.
feet, are you?
Blasted pest!
Oh. I don't have a tree for you to run into now. Oh, there's a tree over here somewhere. No, there isn't. Not ideal. Oh, fine, you can run into the wall instead.
Why don't you just go down?
Realize he seems to be hitting me when he turns around like that. I think he was.
Not too quick on your feet, are you? Not too quick on your feet, are you?
Doing no damage.
Not too quick on your feet, are you?
Sure like saying that.
There's a top.
Alright. That was stage 1. Now it's limb is the... ads, really? Ads? Come on, I thought you were better than that. Why isn't my move working? Right, that's a new move as well. You can tell if that hit. I think it did. So fucking slow. I missed all of those. To be honest, the gun seems to be more reliable for damage right now.
Call on me.
What you doing? Oh. Bringing shitheads in. I'm never getting over there. I really need you to like run into a wall or a tree or something. That did it. You Kate. Not thick skin. Alright, now it's the leg. Me, not us. Alright, so that's like an area explosion thing. Curses. Alright, this is more difficult to hit with the gun now. Behind us. Oof. My ass good that time. Alright, that does nothing. Those seem to do crit damage, maybe? Damn it. Stick your butt out. Fuck. Actually can't see. Got it that time. Run into a fucking wall or something, would you? If I stand here. Nah, you're just gonna bring some ads out instead. There we go, finally.
I'm right here, you know.
Ah,
Test.
damn it, turned around. Yeah, man, run into a wall. Oof. Is there a wall behind me? I don't know. The camera's not bunching up, so probably not. Maybe there is. Right in the bum. And in the bum again. Ah, what'd you turn around for, you dick? Alright, one more. One more should do it. Bleh. No hugging. No touching. Stage 2? Dying or powering up? No, it's dying, okay. Hard to tell.
It named its betrayer.
Yeah,
Not
Kate.
thick skin.
Not thick
Kate.
skin.
It spoke her name with just one voice. The voice of the nightmare.
You're certain?
To the core of me. Within this creature lurks some part of my killer.
Thickskin and Kate both accused. Is anyone in these damn woods innocent?
Then it were real. This beast. How did I miss you on my travels through the woods? Because it did not want you. It wants your sister. Stay, Scotchman.
You know they can't see you,
I
right?
can use you.
It's Scotsman,
You
actually.
gave them dog whistlers. You sent them to die.
And
Those
me.
with metal would have reached camp, and I'd have used them too. Those who died won't need feeding. The weak die that the strong may live.
You tricked them.
I tested them. This be the way of it. This be the way of the world. We have a hidden watcher. The sister.
Unnecessary?
Show yourself.
Did she have to show me she was there and not just can't just take her word for it?
What? You're unarmed! Get yourself back to camp! All these long years. All these long years, I wish to be like you. To be as tough as you. If I was stalwart like my sister, I thought, I'd have saved her. I'd have saved the woman I love. I wish to be like you. And I see it now. I was just like you. Cold, selfish, afeard of my own heart. And the woman I love died for it. So many dead. You killed them, as I killed Deborah. Look at us, we have no metal at all. Everything I did so that you could live. You're my sister. I love you. Would you love me if I was weak? Or would you leave me too, to the wolves? How dare you even think it? Oh! I dare because I care.
Enough.
It's not true just because it rhymes.
I've done your hot work. I banished the monster you swore didn't exist, and now I know the truth. I know what you did.
I made the hard choice. Do you think
No,
it pleased
no,
me?
you didn't. The
Do you
hard choice
think
would have
it
been to
were
stay
easy?
with them. Well, he sent them to die for convenience. You abandoned them. I don't think it was malice exactly, but yeah, it very much was convenient.
Would saving them have been so much harder? You abandoned them because it was the easy thing to do.
Easy? Look about you. Nothing here is easy, not even for the
Said the
strong.
easiest
The
thing
weak
to
have
do.
no chance at all. No, it's best they die quick that the rest may live.
Who is
Them
it?
wolves did us all a service. Better some dead by fang than all dead by famine. That makes a grim kind of sense.
Does not.
Do you trust your older sister? Rely on her? Fear her?
She appalls me to the depths
Anyway,
of
that
my
only
soul.
works when everybody's in on it,
But she be yet my sister,
not when you lie to people
and this
about
I
it.
know. Without thick-skinned New Smith, we would surely starve.
Lies.
What happens now?
Not so special
Can you really give your
that
people
you couldn't
hope?
do it.
Not me. You. When they hear the Banisher has killed the beast, they'll have all the hope they need.
If that's the story we stick to.
I mean, I did kill the beast.
The beast spoke with many voices. One I had heard before. The voice from the chapel. Antea's killer.
It charged you, Kate, with betrayal.
What? I don't... This thing can have naught to do with me. I betrayed no one. I knew not of my sister's plan, else I'd have stopped it.
She's telling the truth, but so was the beast. It named her for a reason.
Your journal did not fully burn.
You read it. How dare you?
You loved a woman. She died. You still carry the guilt. Is this why you tried to leave New Eden?
What? No, it was... She died long ago, and I'll talk of her no more.
She fears to look in her own heart. She fears what she might find.
The effect they have on Antea to make her kind of ghostly, it actually kind of makes her look unfinished. I think. I mean, I guess maybe that's what they're going for, but not great. Anyway. Did the best you could, you're both guilty. You're both guilty.
Look about you. You brought this curse upon yourselves. Falls to me to lift it.
Maybe they're not ready. Broken hearts need time to heal.
If ever they heal.
In hearts,
Mumble all
she
you
sent
want,
a
I
bunch of
regret
people to
nothing.
die.
The curse struck, and I alone saw the danger. I acted.
And now 'tis I who must act.
Alright, well, we're going for the Antea Ascent ending, so we're gonna spare her, but I wouldn't have. Anyway.
And live you both shall. Long enough to accept your guilt, and maybe to forgive yourselves.
This creature's hate towards you has to be part of the curse. No doubt about it.
Blech.
Are you near, my love?
Uh-oh.
If you can hear me,
Yum 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 yum. Yum 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 yum. It has teeth. I just don't think it has a throat. Blech. Why? Is she your twin? Does everybody look pissed off? The NPCs, anyway, they all seem to just be pissed off.
Deborah. Forgive me. Please forgive me.
Never. Think. Couldn't have washed yourself before you came out here to the woods?
You need rest.
Don't talk to me.
Your fee, Banisher. Choke on it.
I'd have fucking killed you instead, you know.
The curse is lifted here.
Ding.
I hope they'll be alright.
Samhain whistle.
They have
Jovian
time
glow.
now.
And you? You alright?
I feel the hunger. But I am here, and so are you.
1,000 people. I can go back and buy that armor now if I want. Okay, I don't actually want to journey on because there's still a bunch of like ambient things to do here. Oh. I mean, I'll have to come back here anyway to like break this stuff down. Question mark. Where's town? Here. Exactly convenient to get back to. Alright. What I'm gonna do is we're gonna continue on for the purposes of the stream, but I am gonna make a save that off stream I can go do that ambient stuff. There it is. New Eden in the distance. Got really washed down river.
Look at that.
It's beautiful.
No. Look at it.
That's a problem.
Into the Valley of Death we go.
Reach New Eden. It's gonna take me fucking ages to get there. 2 kilometers away. That's not 2 kilometers. That's much further than 2 kilometers. Anyway.
The scourge troubles me.
It's gone. The curse is lifted.
The curse remains. The beast was born of it. A scourge made in equal measure from the treachery of the New Smith sisters. Worse, though shaped by Thickskin's betrayal, it was driven by Kate's.
I feel like the greatest part of the story is still missing.
The New Smiths alone did not create the nightmare. Others in New Eden have treacheries to hide.
I wonder what they did to earn such hate.
I'm not sure necessarily it was them, considering the native woman we met said that New Eden has been cursed for a very long time. I think it predates the colonies. Did I miss anything by not going this way? This. Still haven't figured out what those are for. That's where I came down. Okay. I can hear whispering. It's further down. Might be above us, actually. Okay, they seem to be fairly common. I thought they were kind of rare, but they're fairly common now. Now that we've gotten the gun and can actually do something about them.
Promises unkept, covenants broken. The curse has its roots in betrayal, treachery that led perhaps to grief.
I will keep my word. We chose together.
I know we did. I know you will.
He's talking about that once all of this is done, that he'll send Antea on her way and won't try to keep her around or try to resurrect her or anything like that. Going for that ending rather than the resurrection ending, which I'll probably do at some point. I'm not sure if I'll do it on stream, but I will do it anyway at some point. Might do a revisit of this another time, just to do that ending. Anyway, it's still very early. I'm still not entirely sold on the game. The combat just isn't particularly satisfying, and that is a sizable part of the game. More things I can't get through. Pro? Can I shoot pro? There's no marker on it, so I'm guessing no. I'm gonna shoot him anyway. Oh, pro didn't give a shit.
There's more of them.
Don't just stand there. Move.
You target the guy up there, please? And fiber is new. I think Hellebore is new as well, so it must be new to this area. Bog iron. I think you can just pick iron off the ground. Anyway, there's a camp up there. We gotta figure out how to get. I can climb that. I think this is inaccessible.
No way through here.
That's blocked as well. Alright, up here we're going.
Bugger off, crows.
I love how you love animals.
Crows don't count.
Expect they'd see a lot of crows being banishers and all that. Alright, so that's progress, so what's this way? Dead end. Definitely a dead end. Like it. Mossy polypore. We've got some different fungus now as well. That's a little shortcut.
Can you find a way around the locked door?
I need to? Can I just kick it open? A way down. Can I drop it? No. Oh, let me. Guards Log, 29th of October, 1636. This is 16 years old. Enemy scouts spotted south multiple. Sorry. Enemy scouts spotted south multiple assaults throughout the day. 30th of October, 1636. Nothing. 31st of October, Halloween, 1636. Nothing. 1st November, 1636. Nothing. 2nd of November, 1636. Didn't actually say anything. Maybe nothing. Maybe something. Maybe he died. Who knows? Polypores. Straight through the floor? No? Arthur's unsent letter, October 30th, 1636. Diane, I'm in the doghouse. Ironside caught me sleeping, and although there was no danger, now I am punished. Next day, Halloween. We cannot bury the dead for fear of new attack. I can see them as I write, lying where they fell, like sleeping wraiths, drifting in the mist. All is quiet, and I am afeared. For a moment, laugh not, I swore I saw a corpse stand up and walk. I'm so very weary. November 1st, 36. My nerves are gone, and coming here was the greatest mistake I have ever made. I wait relief from my watch, but no man comes to take my place. I dare not call down to the fort for fear of who might hear me. Arthur. Right. That's why there's no entry in November 2nd. It's just a drop. Get down here, you just won't let me. Just let me in. Just drop me outside, that's no use. Maybe I can shoot the lock guy. I'm in.
Do you need a moment to rest?
Are you insinuating I am in some way a mere human? If you are, you'd be right.
Arthur's military papers. Martial disciplinary assignment. Soldier Arthur Ashton for neglecting his military duty and placing his brothers in arms in grave peril during their sleep. All his leave is suspended and his guard duty extended to 3 days by order of Colonel James Ironside. Jim Ironside. Soldier Ashton's pack, which I have not found. Well, presumably we're going to find his body somewhere. It was upstairs. Let's just make sure. Miss it. No. Might be in the ghost world. Log. His body. Alright, it must be after this. Right. I don't see it, so let's go to sleep.
You're thinking.
So are you.
Penny for your thoughts.
I was thinking of Kate. Of the pain in her eyes when she saw that ghost. As if her heart was breaking all over again. I can't shake the picture.
According to her journal, Kate had had the courage to love a woman, but betrayed her. She must have meant this Deborah. Whoever this ghost is, her resentments extend beyond the new Smiths.
The sisters may heal if they can draw the family poison. Sisterhood can be complicated.
Sisters can be a handful.
I knew a sister. Like Kate, I lost her.
What happened?
When I was very young, I had a friend. She was my chosen sister, and very dear to me. I opened my heart. It was a mistake. I played with fire and was burned.
I'm sorry.
It was a long time ago. I have a new family now. I have found the love of my life.
Or death.
Did you? Show me the bastard.
You idiot. Rest now. I have the watch. I'll sit by your bedside until I must go.
You have a new power. Outburst. Thea can release a burst of ethereal power to destroy physical objects around her. Okay, now we can get through those areas. Combat, Antea can push back and damage enemies with that burst. The outburst manifestation has been unlocked out of the... okay. How many points have we got? We have a red point. Don't think we have anything left to unlock. Red point. What are we going for here? Spirit restock. Hitting an enemy with Antea reloads the rifle. Interesting. Defeating an enemy with red restores 10 health points. Defeating an enemy with Antea restores 10 spirit points. Thing. While the spirit gauge is full, red's attacks decrease manifestations cooldowns by 5%. Seems very situational. Shot. Shooting with the rifle while the banish gauge is full increases rifle damage by 300% but consumes all banish points. Rifle already does a lot of damage. I don't think any additional. Active shooter. Defeating an enemy with the rifle reduces the next damage taken by 90%. Banishing deals up to 50% increased damage the higher the enemy health. Alright, so you hit an enemy that's at full health. It'll do more damage. I'd probably go with that one. This is interesting, though. It means you effectively never need to reload the rifle. don't know why Antea's hands are doing that. Assume it's a glitch. Still no upgrade. Oh no. Looking at the wrong page. We do actually. Got new. Is it a new amulet? New amulet. Samhain Whistle. Defeating an enemy with punch attack restores 20 spirit, or damage taken by Antea is reduced. That's not that interesting. Samhain Whistle. When blown, these worn animal bones carved with Celtic funerary symbols hiss with a low hum. It is meant to help wandering spirits in the afterlife. Samhain is Feast of Samhain is an Irish old pagan Celtic tradition. It's effectively Halloween. And effectively Halloween. It is Halloween. Picked up something. Jovian glow. Each enemy hit by punch attack increases the damage of punch attack. Its effect accumulates or sets a being. So a dodge increases the punch attack by 30%, or attacks just go up every time you hit them. I think. Can't upgrade it yet. Then replace that with Loire. Can be upgraded. Let's see what else can be upgraded. Sword is probably the better upgrade, right? The rifle waiting on. Keycap copper. Need one more of whatever that is. More translucent fibers to build this up. I actually read this. This Bane ring, inlaid with a single red jasper, is engraved with the sigil of a Scottish noble family from the Highlands. The clan believed this stone to be a talisman for warriors and gifted it to their youth to mark their coming up. Silver breast pin, the esoteric symbols engraved on the catch translate to strong words of power.
Come here. I want to try something.
There's here.
Good morning to you too.
Yep. Look. In there. I found this guy's pack, wherever it is.
I think we can break this down together.
Sure, let me grab my pickaxe.
Just trust me. Did you feel the way I tore the veil?
Aye.
It's a little concerning, babe.
And we did it together.
What did I do?
You brought me focus. That's plenty.
Can you do it again?
Oh, I intend to.
Gotta give me at least 10 seconds for the cooldown. Okay, so that broke that. Was a breakable back this way. That symbol doesn't have a padlock on it anymore, so.
that.
Yep.
Still impressive.
Where's this taking us? Stuff. And lads.
I think we've hit a nerve.
Ah, damn, he died. I was gonna try to test if the Antea thing would work. Alright, that's where the key was. Okay. Or rather, that's where the pack was. Back here. Let's get that ring. I can check it out from here. Damage dealt by Entei is increased up to 50% the higher the spirit gauge. What was this one? Damage dealt by red is increased up to 40% the lower the spirit gauge. This ring of power was carved out of the strongest root of an ash tree, a sacred tree sensitive to the spiritual realm and known by witches to link together the invisible and the incarnate. Only a banisher friendly to witches would know how to craft such a bane ring. Why did the soldier have that? The one we have is better. Well, not better necessarily, but I prefer it. Like all these resources just come back after resting. There's a farmable spot here if you wanted bog iron, various mushrooms. Delicious bog iron. Assume it's just that. Is that what she's pulsing about? Better not shoot that down. I'm gonna make sure I can actually get in here first. Here to be able to get in here. That, I suspect, is too far away to be affected. Too far away. Oh wait, I can break this.
I can make short work of this roadblock.
Squelch, squelch, squelch. Squelch, squelch, squelch. Did say we're in a marsh or something, right? We got a fortification coming up. Presumably it's the Fort
Strange
Arthur
place
supposed
for a
to be.
stockade.
Farm ground, marshy approaches. Like Bannockburn, 1314. And the Scots beat the English.
You won the battle, but who won the war?
Dunno. It's not over yet.
And it'll never be over. Nice, we can upgrade the gun, I think, is what we were waiting for. Outburst. With Antea, press the button to use outburst in combat, hold the button to do more.
Shite, do your new thing now.
Do your new thing! Gotta wait for that. Gotta wait for that.
Now there's a talent I'd love to have.
You'd have to die first.
Challenge accepted. Some William the Wisps over there. Question mark nearby as well. Lad? Any lads? Shoot this one.
Die, you bastard.
Finally got a fucking parry to work. Alright. What this?
This spectral nest needs to be cleansed.
Okay. It's a nest. That's a thing for next time. Or not next time. Off stream. Game is...
So, you dislike crows.
I don't dislike
Wouldn't
crows.
carry any tough.
They dislike me. Different.
Don't bring despair.
Maybe they just follow it.
They are carrionators. That would
What is that?
imply they just, follow. Hey, buddy. You getting up? Getting up as soon as I take a step forward? Thinking about it. There he is.
Back down to hell.
Did it reload my gun? It did. Nice. locked.
That's locked. There must be a key.
It was a key. Where would I be?
Shall we?
I think that's just the way out. Alright, well, if and when I find the key, a shortcut to get back in. Around here. Where are we trying to get to? Here's the fort. It's gonna take us a minute. We're gonna have to go through here anyway. Looks like there's a new quest back at town. Thing to look into. This. We weren't allowed fast travel at the last one. We'll see if we get to a new camp if we're allowed fast travel, and if we are, we'll go back and
What is lurking here?
Time to work, Banisher.
see anything. This Gelly. Like we have enough to upgrade the potion now. I feel like we do anyway. Exactly count, but I think that's enough.
Fog, mud, and misery. Reminds me of Hungary in '86. Not Christendom's finest era, nor was it my own.
You were different then.
Maybe mud and misery is my penance.
Mud and misery. You come from Scotland. You come from the home of mud and misery.
Something's here.
Hidden.
I can't imagine who could live here.
Well, we're about to find out. Hey, buddy.
Trouble's about.
Where'd that guy go? Got a key. Ah. Wasn't to that chest. Might have been to the one in the cave. Chances are it's to the one in the cave, so let's see. Back there.
This ivy's well rooted in the invisible.
Right? And therefore impossible to comb out.
Impossible, you say? I feel like I'm going. Where was the chest? The smack? A shot? A blast? Any of the above? Anything? Assume this will equally do nothing. Hit it? Right? No. Presumably she can do something to it eventually. Guessing we don't have the ability yet.
This talent of yours, how does it feel to use it?
It's hard to describe. It's like an anger rush, a focused burst of frustration.
Anky bush. Protected by these twigs, somehow. Right, not anymore, he's not. No. Someday that parry will work properly. Without me just mashing it. Alright, I'm gonna be kind of annoyed if the key isn't to this chest. Did this come all the way back this way? There we go. It was indeed for this chest. Grand Beard. Interesting. It's worse than what we have. Charged heavy attack damage is increased by 80%. I do have skills that rely on the heavy attack that I don't use at all. It's something I should really look into. Anyway, it reduces my health. That's all it does, it reduces health. This thing does have the get health back if you defeat an enemy. This heavy feudal set was specifically crafted for powerful and aggressive grand melee combat. In other words, for crushing bones into look nice and chunky. Back to our main objective, which is fucking miles away. It was 2k, like, and we've been going for a while now. We've only covered 200 meters. I still maintain that that distance they showed us was way more than 2 kilometers.
Look to me. Get out of there.
Love it if you target the thing I wanted you to target. Be great.
Ready and waiting. dead are fitful and angry. Something hinders them, something bitter.
More efficient than cannon powder.
Cannon
That's a
powder,
witch's work.
known for its efficiency.
Ruby Seeker.
We cannot be sure. Tread carefully.
What's a witch's word? This doll? These dolls, plural? Creepy. Good. Gonna walk right into this black. Go this way instead. There is no this way. Pardon? That's... Right, into the Black Marsh it is.
I can see. I should take over.
Something feels off.
The veil is thin here. The dead are many.
Awesome. I'll make a beeline for this thing, because Red can't see anything. Make this jump. On the other hand, I don't think she can get into combat in this scenario, because... some... lots of deads.
Who's that?
Yes,
No. Still can't see a damn thing.
I'll lend you my eyes if you like.
I feel a draft.
There.
From the invisible.
I don't know what she's seeing. They sure did drop a lot of mushrooms. Am I not allowed to cleanse this for some reason? What's preventing me? Hello?
Who knows what lurks in this thing? Let me guide us.
Okay. I don't know why I'm not allowed to undo that thing, but now we're supposed to undo or lift this. Oh no, never mind. This. Yeah, it does mean combat starts though. Ow. Ow.
Change targets. Tormented first. Get rid of the other spectre.
I am trying to.
Red, change targets. Tormented first.
This one's protected.
Oh, that was annoying. Can I push this out of the way now? Yes. Alright, now you have a shortcut.
See these body parts? Good place to manifest what may linger nearby.
Yeah, that's an elite. No thanks. It's definitely an off-stream thing, because I'll probably have to fight him a couple of times to get it right. What you got? Mushrooms. Maybe we can...
Someone's left us a fire camp to use.
A fire camp. Someone has left us a fire camp. Okay. What other kind of camps are you aware of? There's a treasure chest. Saw Walter bury something on the path. Bring a shovel. From the bridge leading to New Eden, head north into the marshes next to the glacier waterfall. Definitely remember that. Break this first. We're gonna rest and then we'll fast travel back and do that side quest. Popped up. Get the gun upgraded. More damage. More wrath, which I don't actually know what wrath is. I think it's ranged damage. More vitality for some reason. That is... We travel between the shelters you've discovered throughout the world. Traveling causes a time lapse that regenerates respawn. Okay, where were we trying to go? On the road to Boston.
monster!
Thanks.
How's Bows, lady?
Oh, Mr. McGrath.
You are a monster.
Oi. I'm not the ghost.
Thank God! I mean, I'm so sorry. Oh, Lord. Well, I have thoroughly embarrassed myself. Forgive me, if you can.
Never.
Think nothing of it. How do you know my name?
Who doesn't? You slayed the beast, by God's grace.
God's
I
grace,
admit
I
I
did
thought
it.
you a
I killed the
charlatan.
beast.
I told the newsmiths they get nothing for their money. Mistress Evelyn Fitcher, by the way. I'm what passes around here for a physician.
Red McCraith, Banisher of Ghosts and Slayer of the Terrible Beast. How may I help you?
I need no help. I just scared myself. These days, I'm afraid of my own shadow. I was gathering plants in the woods. I thought I was attacked by a ghost. Isn't that ridiculous?
She's haunted.
Did you not hear what I said?
Yes,
I am a ghost hunter.
It's not ridiculous, no. If you're haunted, I might be able to help you.
I'm not haunted. I just took fright is all. But if you really want to help, when I ran, I dropped my bag. It has my medical equipment and supplies. Could you get it for me?
Medical supplies are valuable. A shame to lose them.
Sure would be a shame if something
May
happened
God's
to them.
goodness go with you, if you're serious. I still can't tell if you're a serious man.
Alright, find the
You're
bag.
such a good man.
Banisher, rebel, finder of lost baggage.
And Beetlehead. You forgot Beetlehead.
It's a beetle head. Beetles haven't formed yet. It's not gonna be that. Exploited hill. Why did you... That's a little on the nose.
Here in the crevice, Evelyn Fitcher's lost bag.
How did she manage to drop it down there?
Question. Good crows. How did you manage to drop it across? Frick. Did you drop it or did you throw it? Oh yeah, there you are.
I feel something close. Still impressive.
Alright. Purple flame. Okay. Concerning. 30. And one of these. Is this thing? The voucher, a strange wooden figurine found near a cursed chest opposite from the hunting hut. South of... Something else that was like that. Said it was near a cursed chest though. Where is it? I don't see a cursed chest. ghost chest? Is a ghost chest. Maybe not.
Easy as pie.
Nah, but you can't cook.
Ghosties.
Call on me.
This cursed chest that we're talking about. The walk to go to get to it. It is this way. Might be in there. Yep, it is. Not really worth it. Park pretty close. Gotta get to it though. This way. I'll do that later. Let's just do the side quest we're here for.
Our doctor may not believe in ghosts, but this journal was torn by a spectral hand.
Torn out medical consultation log, February 7th, E. Green, cancelled. February 7th, J. Sykes, cancelled. February 6th, J. Pratt, cancelled. February 4th, A. Darlow, cancelled. February 3rd, C. Glue, headache, fever, verbena, daily fruit. February 3rd, D. Lively, cancelled. February 2nd, J. Sykes, Nocturia, Vertigo, Hemlock, each Tuesday and Friday. Okay. January 28th, D. Lively, cough, shortness of breath, soreness and breathing, Nightshade and Hemlock. Trying to fucking kill these people. Is it gonna turn out verbena is also poisonous? January 27th, this one is highlighted for some reason. G. Rawlings, skin and mucosal lesions, loss of appetite, fever, mercury salts. January 26th, or Deaton, gangrene, mercury salts each Monday, but see a surgeon. It's gangrene already, I think you're done, chief. January 25th, J. Fawcett, stomach ulceration, Theriac, daily for a week. January 24th, S. Booth, frequent sneezing and cough, you have a cold. Nightshade. Hell. January 22nd, E. Green. Throats, aches, cough, voice loss, inhalation of sulfur. Yeah, that'll do it. G. Rawlings, again. This is earlier. It's progressed to skin and mucosal lesions. It started as, I don't know what chancre is. Skin lesions, stiffness, mercury salts. Then D. Jew Christ. Name. Chest pain, black hellebore decoction. Each Monday. Why Monday? Not Tuesday. Fuck off, crows. You're not a crow.
Did we miss a few?
That's...
Get back up.
I'm stuck. Still stuck. Head is itchy.
You bastard.
Okay. What was in the bag? Bag of medicine. Evelyn Fitcher's bag filled with various plants and flowers. Right?
I hope whatever's in there is intact.
The ghost was after Evelyn, not her bag. Spectral stains lead back to camp.
Mistress Fitcher was something of a physician back in Yorkshire.
I wonder why she left.
Maybe she had no choice. Looks like her patients deserted her.
Intriguing. I wonder why.
Oh, don't drop down there. That's death. Patients deserted her because she was fucking prescribing nightshade and hemlock to everybody. And mercury. Got another one of these. Still not sure what their purpose is. Did I not drop a rope down here? See that? Right, that's where we came in. How far away is that question spot? Pretty far. Another time. Austin? Yeah, okay. Yeah, Evelyn.
Got your back.
Why, Mistress Fitcher, whatever is the matter?
I was home, working. All of a sudden, the book in my hands was torn apart. What does the devil want with me?
Not the devil,
No,
but the
he's lonely.
ghost. You
It's
must
lonely
know
in
it
hell.
now.
Till lately, I would never have believed such nonsense. This never would have happened in Yorkshire.
Actually, there's quite a few ghosts in York.
Let us
Actually,
talk of something else. The world about us, for example.
I get the feeling you're about to try and sell me some nonsense or other, but all right, we can talk.
What can you tell me about thick-skinned Newsmith?
I trust her. I believe her.
She's a fine leader, though
You
not one that
wouldn't
talks
believe
much.
her if you knew what
She's
she
a
had
terrible
done.
patient. Stubborn, hard-headed, can't be told. And good for her. Without that hard head, she'd never have killed the beast.
Didn't kill the
With
beast.
your help, of course.
Oh, that's what she's saying. Okay.
Kate Newsmith. Quite the character, eh?
God believes in her. It gives her his strength, though she does not know it.
Hang on, you believe
It's
that,
founded in
but you
thick-skinned
don't
shadow.
believe
She never realized how
ghosts.
strong she was. They argue. It's unhelpful. I wish they'd stop. But I suppose Kate is fighting for her freedom.
I've passed through Yorkshire. Seems nice enough. Why leave?
Why does it matter?
To understand why someone is haunted, it helps to know a little about them.
Fine. I came to treat the sick and chase the devil from New Eden Town. My cousin, Nicholas Doolin, may the Lord keep him, said the town needed doctoring. I took my chance. But when the devil came a-knocking, well, we were forced to leave.
For a rationalist, her faith in God and the devil is strong.
Why didn't you follow the governor? You and he have a similar disposition.
I do not doubt the governor's faith, but between you and me, his sermons put me to sleep. It was difficult to leave New Eden Town. But I'd left one home behind. What did it matter if I must leave another?
Did you leave a lover behind? If that's not too impertinent a question.
It is too impertinent a question, thank you very much. And the answer is no. I left my patients, and I left a sister. Things between us had soured. Rather than try to fix the unfixable, I chose to start over.
Unfixable? Why?
She was to wed, and I opposed it. It was the mistake of her life. I would not lie to comfort her, and she would not forgive me for it.
That's good to know. Though I don't yet understand how it relates to your haunting. Mind if I look around? I'm aware this is your home. I've no wish to trespass.
If you must, you may. Do tread carefully,
Okay. Only a tasteful rummage in the
I
underground.
should go.
The Lord will guide you, Banisher. If you let him.
I will not. I'm guiding the Banisher. Thank you very much.
Whatever the ghost wanted, it made quite the mess.
Yoink.
This could be useful.
Yoink. An old letter. Evelyn, stop writing to me and stop calling me your sister. This is the last time I'll write. I don't want to know about you or your life in New England. You would play the good doctor. You cannot. You are not our father, and you cannot heal our sisterhood. It is too late. Learn your lesson and leave me.
Someone threw a book through the window.
Our ghost's modus operandi, it seems.
Someone has an axe to grind.
You must break the engagement.
First, I'll thank you for your concern. Second, I shall refuse. Felicity and I shall marry.
You have
Felicity
the pox.
and
You
I.
infect your wife, and both of you will die.
So cease your nagging and do your job. Cure me.
Quite the contentious consultation. The patient in question must be our ghost.
He had syphilis and didn't take it serious. She took that personally. This ghost is bent on ruining the doctor's business.
Maybe they didn't like their medicine.
Wouldn't like the medicine either if it was fucking drink mercury.
We're done here. Time to take a look outside.
Here you go. I'm in. Painting. was a painting here. It's gone now. Painting. An unfinished portrait of a couple. Two names are written on the canvas. Felicity and Joffrey. Tie is dead. Okay, this is the tie that binds.
Must be the sister.
The ghost is connected to this picture. Time to summon him.
We'll do that. Listen, read from the book.
Our flying book is a medical tome. Paracelsus.
Torn page from Septum Defensiones. Physicians, by their ignorance, destroy more lives than they may save. Remember this. The dose makes the poison. Like water, too powerful, the medicine will flood the body. Remember also that while potent, metal must be used with caution. Mercury salt can cement the air inside the body and rot the heart until death occurs. Paralysis and heart failure. Sulfur can make the air ascend into one's brain, suffocating the mind until death occurs. Burning and lung failure. Aquafortis can distill the air in the body and smother the breath out of the lungs until death occurs. Bleeding and lung failure. Aquafortis. Is it alcohol? So I'm thinking the ghost probably thinks
Dose makes the poison.
that she poisoned.
The answer is here somewhere.
Maybe she did.
Show yourself.
Why am I here?
Being a
that
little
was
dick.
a clever trick. Now you see me, you lucky things. Can you hear me too?
Aye, we can hear you. We've not met. I've seen your likeness. In the picture, you seemed in better shape.
Well, now that's not very polite. Who are you, anyway?
I'm Antea Duarte. This is Red McWraith.
Joffrey Rollins, me. Pretty as a picture. Near as pretty as you, my lady fair.
We're Banishers. Looks are not high on our list of priorities.
Banishers, are you? How very attractive. I wager you smell good. I wager you smell dangerous. I like you.
I don't like you.
You have a very high opinion of yourself.
I've earned it, my lady fair. I'm charming,
Nope.
educated,
Nope,
handsome,
definitely
kind,
not.
attentive to your every need. Ask anyone.
Like who?
Why, like Eleanor Jane, or Madame Cresswell, Penny Ryder, or Penny Tup? French Jenny, Greek Nell, Tall Sally, well, perhaps not Sally. I owe her money.
Oh, he's a womanizer too.
Joffrey is clever, they will all say. Joffrey is kind. Joffrey is so very, very handsome.
Tiny penis.
And who am I to argue with such knowledgeable women?
What if I don't agree? Red's right. You don't look great. You look unwell.
Alas, 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 alas. Now, who will tell me the truth about myself? Where is French Jenny when I need her? I may not be as handsome as your Scotsman, but I have my strengths. Why can't you be pleasant, my lady fair? Why not?
As you
tell a
keep
man
saying,
what he
milady,
wants to
that's why.
hear?
Why do you stay to haunt Evelyn Fitcher?
Because, my lady fair, she let me die.
That
But
was
she
you.
was your doctor.
A physician, her physics didn't save me. A doctor, she doctored me and good.
You think she didn't try hard enough?
I stand before you, my lady fair, as proof of it.
Oh, you let it go rampant, Chief. With your... almost certainly not wearing. Anyway.
The portrait. It's very good. Whose work is it?
It was a wedding gift from Evelyn, my sister-in-law.
A mark of her affection, perhaps. Was she dear to you too?
Evelyn? Dear to me? No. Her sister Felicity, yes, very dear. Dear Felicity. Dear Felicity. My wife-to-be, had fate allowed it. Yes, I was intent on marrying Felicity,
For the
and
money,
would not
probably.
be deterred by some midwife's trifle.
Mistress Fitcher knew you had syphilis. Is it any wonder she would oppose your marriage to her sister?
She was the doctor, milady fair. All she had to do was cure me.
Is there a cure for syphilis? Yes, at this time? I don't know.
What can you tell me about your illness?
Don't worry your pretty head about that, milady fair.
Please
Tis
stop
nothing,
saying that.
nothing at all.
I beg to differ. Syphilis is very much something. Because you had the pox, Evelyn Fitcher begged you not to marry her sister, Felicity.
Ah, Felicity. She made my legs tingle, my head spin. She set my
that's the
heart
syphilis.
a-beating. Love, my friends, is a beautiful and dangerous thing. Before Evelyn let the illness take me, I was not so sick. I was just a man in love. Hale and hearty, me.
You sure about that, friend? Because from where I'm standing, you look like shite.
The pox was nothing, old man. Nothing at all. I was a fool in love.
It rotted your penis off, didn't it?
Love didn't kill you, Geoffrey Rawlings. Only a fool would think otherwise.
I'm no physician, but I think he probably is a fool.
With what did she treat your lesions?
Salts and powders, powders and salts. And did they work? No, they did not.
Powdered quicksilver, perhaps. Too much affects the muscles and makes one's heart rot till death occurs.
That's it. Powdered quicksilver, mercury salts, and Mistress Fitcher increased the dose.
Poisoning, perhaps?
Wait, what?
What, mate?
A poisoning indeed, and not by carelessness. She is not a careless woman.
Are you telling me that Evelyn Fitcher, Mistress Fitcher, the midwife, my sister-in-law to be,
Doctor, thank you very much.
poisoned me?
Sounds like it, yeah.
I'm gonna kill her.
Geoffrey Rawlings was obnoxious before. Now he's downright nasty.
Aye, Mistress Fitcher's in danger.
Still, we can take our time getting there. Video game. Nothing happens until I actually get there. If anything, she's safer with me not completing this quest.
Do you think she killed him?
Yes, I do.
She did it to save her sister from syphilis. I understand that.
Still, she also could have just told the sister and let her make her own decision. And there's doctor-patient confidentiality issue as well. When do you step in on something like that? There's the whole do no harm bit as well, being a doctor.
What would you have done to save your sister from the pox?
I'd have told her the truth and trusted her to call off the wedding. Not sure she'd have listened, mind you.
I mean, it's clear Joffrey had no intention of calling it off. Lol. One shot. Didn't appreciate it. Yeah. Didn't appreciate that at point blank.
This can't be true.
Dum dum dum.
I'll heal you like you
Joffrey Rawlings, stand away.
mind your own business, my lady fair.
I hit him
I
first.
think I heard the
Bullshit.
sound of a gun call.
Oh, fuck's sake.
I can handle this on my own.
Think you could take on a ghost?
Ow. Angie dog.
They're vexed now.
This dog. Oh. When you're ready. When you're ready, Red. Attack at any time now. That'd be great.
Try this on for size.
Howdy.
It's over. They're gone.
By God Almighty, what on earth were they?
Spooky ghosts.
I know who haunts you. Your ghost is the spirit of one Joffrey Rawlings.
Oh Lord. I thought I knew the voice. I thought I glimpsed his face.
He was betrothed to your sister, right? But you opposed the union.
And what of it? She chose him over me. Why would he return to haunt me now?
Poison him.
Fearing he would give your sister the pox, did you poison him with quicksilver?
Is he here in search of revenge? Yes. I stole a few months of Joffrey Rowland's life to save decades of my sister's.
You mistook yourself for God. Though you'd sworn an oath to protect life, you delivered death.
I played God, for God did nothing. To save one you loved, you do the same.
She took a life and feels no guilt.
Let's get to the bottom of this. You've both made your choices. Now it's my turn.
Again, we're going for the resurrection thing. And on the other hand, he's kind of a dick, so fuck you.
Joffrey Rawlings. Selfish, reckless, and impenitent. You did not listen to Mistress Fitcher. You did not listen to your doctor.
She poisoned me.
She did. Perhaps you should consider why. Alive, your self-seeking put your bride at risk. Dead, you're doing the same to her sister.
She poisoned me. Does that not count?
It counts until the moment it doesn't. That moment, Joffrey Rawlings, is now. Hear me.
and be gone. I banish you!
Bye.
So, ghosts are real?
We did tell her.
Well, thank you for your help. I should get back to work.
Indeed. Life to the living. Never mind, it's a Banisher thing.
Okay, you did get a ghost point out of it. Find the camp. I might see about that armor that's in the shop, though. Can't afford it. See if it's any good. See about progressing the main plot. Where was the shop? Jeez.
Good day, Nellie.
All the better for your presence, Mr. McRae.
Let's trade, Mrs. Eden.
All right, let's.
Okay. Hitting an enemy with a manifestation restores spirit points. Yeah. Damage taken is reduced up to 30%, the higher the health. Cheaper as well. Oh, and favored now, that's why. Favored, you have won the merchant's trust and respect. From now on, they shall buy and sell to you at a favorable price. Nice. This, hitting an enemy with a charged heavy restores health. Because I don't like the charged heavy attack. Not having to actually kill the enemy to get health back is really decent. Yeah, I think I'll get all of them just for completeness, and I'm not really spending my money on anything else. So. I have all the equipment I can get from her.
How goes it, Mrs. Eden?
Times are hard for everyone, but me, I've never felt so free. I'm almost ashamed of it. Almost.
Freedom is good. What do you plan to do with it?
You know, once, before I was unlucky enough to meet Fortune Heaton, I was a herbalist. Maybe I'll go back to that.
A healer could be useful. Especially if by healing others...
Especially since the
you
current
yourself.
doctor poisons people.
Wise words. Thank you.
Thank you for your time, Mrs. Eden.
Thank you for your interest, Mr. McRae.
Okay, back to our hovel. See if, because I don't remember what our current armor does. Also don't remember what our current potion thing does either. Okay. Have a blue-green point. I don't know what color you want to call it. Deep Outburst. Defeating an enemy with Outburst triggers an area of effect dealing spectral damage. Does additional explosion if it kills. If you use it against an enemy that's close to death, you can guarantee it. Weak spot hits with the rifle reduce manifestation cooldowns. This is so unlikely to happen because the rifle has sticky aim. Probably not going to happen. Go to the next tier on this. Draining Banish. Banishing an enemy restores health. Banish point gain is reduced. Or switch to Antea right after hitting an enemy with the rifle stock attack to trigger a punch attack that ignores resistance. That's so never happen. I don't like either of those. Banishing shot when I heard it. Tandem also sounded kind of boring. Being an enemy with a rifle reduces damage. It's fine. Banishing deals up to 50% increase the more damage on Banish. Rifle hits refill the Banish gauge. Weak spot hit damage with the rifle is reduced. Switch down to hair right after a parry to trigger a punch that... Again, my parries are fucking shit. I mean, you can refund these whenever you want, so let's go with this one for now. So we can't upgrade anything. Change this out. So what does this do right now? Melee attack damage. Melee attack damage is increased by 5%. Or damage taken is reduced up to 30% the higher the health. Upgraded, but there's no real point because I have no intention of ever using it. Reduces my strength considerably. Big reduction in look cool. It's got that going for it. I like when it's upgraded. The reduction isn't as bad. A coarse set of armor plates full of dents. This gear used to belong to a member of the Marauders, a French mercenary band known for looting deserted battlefields of the Indian Wars. Okay, it's a fucking battlefield looting armor. It's a good bit more health and a good bit more defense. It's at a serious cost to damage. I'm gonna keep this. Though I do prefer the look of armor. At this. This brooch, punch attack damage is increased, or hitting an enemy with a manifestation. So rarely ever going to happen. What else? Ring? No. Damage taken by red is reduced, or hitting an enemy with a charge attack gives you health back. Banisher tea. Everyone enjoys a nice hot cup of this herbal tea, even more so Banishers when it's been decocted with flowers of amaranth. The difference now. The difference isn't so egregious anymore. Alright, we lose a bit of dexterity, we gain strength. Dexterity, I think, impacts Antea's damage. Yeah. Strength. Increases red melee damage. Dexterity, oh, it's rifle damage. It's strong enough as banish damage. Wisdom is Antea's damage. And fast travel would give you back your potions and stuff.
This is locked from the inside.
Outside, you mean? You already are inside. Down. Down it is. Just to open the gate. This keeps the gate open now. Being serious? Okay. One just doesn't want to break. This is probably why.
I have another in sight. It's about to shoot.
Fucker.
They never learn, do they?
You bastard.
Okay, you gonna let me in this time? Nope. Okay, don't know why it's not letting me in there. There's something in there, but it doesn't want to let me in. Shit, it's from here. I don't know if that was a bug or what. New? Soldier, a strange wooden figurine found near a cursed chest. I wonder if we trade this to the witch, maybe? We haven't seen the witch since the start of the game, but I think we're pretty close to her. And witch stone, which I don't think we've had any use for just yet.
Trouble ahead.
Remind me not to make you angry.
I feel the dark curse or spell we found already.
Curse or a spell, eh? Maybe Seeker could help us with this.
Reasonably certain that's who we're about to find out here. Yeah,
Shite, that's Seeker.
sure is. Sure, she's fine. Nice. See? Told you she's fine. Good?
The Banisher who died for her novice.
Ah, the witch's novice.
Oh, there, Antea.
What'd you call me?
Are you not surprised to see me?
You're a little early, but no, not surprised. On my return, Ceridian told me our poor wee Banisher would turn up haunted. A haunted Banisher. Well, it is funny, isn't it?
It's ironic, I guess.
Ceridian knew about Antea's ghost.
Obviously. Not very bright, is he?
If she knew Antea was alive, why did she not tell you to tell me?
Ceridian withheld that information from both of us for a good reason. Better trust her plan. Death is a part of life, Banisher. You know this better than most. I suppose she didn't want to break your heart again.
You tended to him. Thank you.
I'm a good novice. I do what I'm told.
What was that thing you fought?
Thing? Oh, him. He's a bloody nuisance, is what he is.
Are you badly hurt?
I've tangled with old Mossad before. A couple of minutes to myself, and I'll be fine.
You look like you need a moment. Can we help?
Thought you'd never ask. Some of my spirit chasers went out. That's how old Saul crossed the hem.
The hem?
The hem. Where the fabric of the living world meets that of the dead.
Right.
Ah.
Veil thing.
The veil between the visible and the invisible.
Whatever soothes your soul, Banisher.
Rest. Heal. Tell us how to fix the spirit chasers.
The spell is cast. You need only light them. Be careful. Old Mossad won't have gone far. Oh, I'll sit down now. Good luck.
Mossy the Mosshead.
Have fun.
LHF.
So, how do we do this?
We light the spirit chasers with flint and steel, I guess. I think.
Think. Thanks. Looks like it's lit fan. Sworn I saw the map. Yeah. It's changed here.
I feel a draft.
From the invisible.
Did you feel that?
It's close.
Doctor's log. October 29, 1636. 7 dead, 5 hurt. Victory demanded a high price. We are weak and lack supplies. We must have more or we will be lost. November 7th, 1936. 1 dead, 5 hurt, 3 dying. Sicken. Mystery disease strikes the fort. Carbuncles grow and men are fevered. We rot with the land as it rots too. November 19th, 1936. The fort is lost. We shall retreat. We'll march to the coast and New Eden town. November 22nd, 1936. Strange now to be alone with the bodies of the fallen and the fort in ruins. My symptoms appeared 2 days ago, and I was too feeble to march. The land rots, and so do I, but together we rot in silence as people. One way to look at it, I guess. Stock the water. How do I get tea? Shit, nope. Damn it. Bloody stuff. In.
Interfere not, you.
That spectre's seen a corpse and it wants it for its own.
Well, it's gonna get it.
Reinforcements.
Don't just stand there. Move.
Thanks. Took both of those in the face.
Bastard.
Run, Red. There. Our first spirit chaser.
Leave or I'll eat ye.
How are you gonna do that, Saul?
Doesn't like these things.
You don't have a belly. Telling me there's one here. That one's lit. Okay, there's that one. I want to, though. Okay, can't hurt him. Good to know. Ow.
Lost, won't you?
I'll get ye too.
Here's one more.
I'll drink from your skull.
You can find a mug
Burning
somewhere.
spirit chasers repel these bastards, right?
That's how witches use them.
One more to go.
To Hummingbird's Pillage. Sounds good. Got more Black Marsh. Going that way, just yet. you doing? How you doing, Seeker? You alright? That's a shortcut back into the fort. Let me target it. Unsent letter, April 6, 1636. After several days of resistance, the fort remains. This last week, attacks on the frontier came quick and hard. Savages took many brave soldiers down, but we remain strong. Native people of these lands are of high courage and resolute. As a soldier, I admire them. I wish only that they would understand our purpose. Steal all their shit? Okay. Bring to them salvation. Oh, yeah, of course, right. I have no doubt they will make the finest Christians once they are defeated. Fuck you, kid. Scouts report that they come in numbers. I need reinforcements and count on the participation of all the colony. All 2 of them.
Time is on my side.
Not wrong about that word. Hummingbird's pillage is. What did you pillage? White Crow. White Crow. Spirit points gains are increased by 20%, but melee damage dealt by red is reduced. Nope. Using this one. An ornamented birch and ivory bracelet that pulses with a loving and protective aura, as if the jewelry was blessed by a benevolent spirit. That's the one I currently have. The enemy hit by punch. Attack increases. It's like cumulative punch gets better over time. I don't think I'll be swapping that one out. Not for debuff, at least. Ghost Crow. Down goes Crow. I climbed that because of the ivy.
Oh, these buggers again.
Watch out! Spectre possession.
For my soul. that them all?
Don't count on it.
That one next?
That one next.
I'll get you too.
This should be enough.
There. Witchcraft is easy. I don't know what the fuss is about.
I'm sure your witch friend would agree.
I think I'll just tell her we're done. What wasp crawled up that spectre's arse and stung him angry?
A lost battle? A betrayal? Cowardice in the ranks? Who knows?
A bloody note. My friends and comrades lie about me dead. The quiet cold engulfs me. I watch the water and think of home. We were glorious once, now we are carrion. We should never have come to the bloody fort.
Shall we?
I meant to go this way. No, I'm not. Go in here.
Seeker's vanished.
Oh yeah.
She does that.
She's over there.
I came down. See one of them in a while. Might be equipment or something in it.
Did I see you talking to a crow just now?
Yes and no.
Okay, keep your secrets. I'm gonna make a save here. I think. I suspect we might get locked into some story stuff here.
All ready to go then? Good. She's waiting for you.
Go where? To see your mistress?
Ceridian, yes. In a boat. It'll be fun.
No, we're going to New Eden.
The nightmare's grip on the world is too strong. The fog is too thick. You cannot enter its stronghold. There's no way back to the meeting house. Not yet. And not without help.
We've done fine on our own so far.
You're dead. Maybe you're not doing quite as well as you think.
You're blunt, but I take your point. We'll talk to Ceridian before we move on.
That's better. Follow me. Careful. Don't rock the boat.
Can't help it, the fucking size of me.
Have we far to go?
Why would there be a shadow? She's a ghost.
How far is far? Don't worry. You'll be safe.
Safe?
The Mire is home to many angry spirits. But my mistress keeps them quiet. Dead quiet.
And the dead aren't as quiet as I usually expect them to be. At least I don't have to row the fucking boat.
That spectre you fought looked like a harvester.
Banishers and their labels.
He'll surely be back.
So will I.
A swamp witch. Would hope she have a better name than that.
The veil seems thinner here.
Why are you
Always
rowing
has
this
been.
like a gondola? Where's your
We call
other
them the
oar?
Maya marshes, but the nearby tribes call it the Ill Mouth. Stay too long, you'd get sick.
Ilmouth?
Is that why Ceridian's wards wane faster than they should?
That is because she's dying.
I'm sorry.
Life's a journey. Death is but one step.
Thought death was just the beginning. Gotta be the least efficient way to row a boat.
What can you tell us about your mentor?
I could tell you quite a lot, but I'm not going to. She's a very old
Figured.
witch who's tended this very big garden for a very long time.
That's it?
Believe me, that's more than enough.
What a mess. What happened here?
Men happened. War happened.
This is almost as lovely as that ride through Herengracht.
All we're missing is the hailstones and a Russia at our heels.
I'm sure we can arrange something.
You do plan the best escapes.
No, not you. These guys.
The spectres on the shore aren't moving.
The marshes are well protected.
Are those soldiers?
That, Miss Duarte, is All Souls' army.
You're young.
You're dead.
I meant your essence is strong for one your age. How did you come to be here?
How did you come to waste your potential by being a banisher?
Death to the dead.
Is that so? Welcome to Ceridian's Island.
There is much power here.
Oh, you noticed that, did you? Like I say, welcome to Ceridian's Island.
Couldn't I just waited, huh? Always gotta show off. Whatever wards they have that's protecting or keeping specters away or whatever, why isn't it affecting Antea?
She's at home and expecting you. Follow the path until you find a black pond near ancient ruins. I'll see you there soon enough.
Could just wait then.
How does she do that? It's a trick, right?
There's more to that one than tricks. The girl is gifted.
Just why couldn't you just teleport me as well? That's Iridian. Your island's meant to be protected and all that shite, so if I end up in combat, I'm gonna be really annoyed. Should be too thrilled to be doing that.
If you need a rest, this place is as good as any.
Still impressive.
These vines again. Don't know how to deal with them.
Creeping ivy again.
As invasive as regular weeds.
Oh, okay. no upgrades or any of that stuff, so... Tag it and get a save out of it.
Hanging dolls. Witches do like to be creepy.
As a child, I made dolls just like those.
Yep, creepy.
I bet you did.
Teleporting circle.
Seeker's Black Pond. I can see why they call this the Ill Mouth. What is that?
House.
Antea?
Is it a ghost trap? You just get ghost trapped.
No, that's not quite true. I knew who I was, it's just... I was lost. And I had nowhere to go.
Sneaky.
I had no when to go. Does that make sense?
Time lays traps for the dead. It's never fair.
His voice was a beacon. The light in the darkness that led me back to me. And to the world.
You have a powerful connection, you two. Or will have. Or had. Possibly all three. And here
Tattoos
is
on her
the
eyelids.
other Banisher.
Tall lady.
Greetings.
Good day.
Come, sit. It's been too long.
Have we met?
Of course we have. Just now. Also later. Decades ago. Never mind. It's good to see you, Red McRae.
Okay. Be confusing.
I told her our story. I hope you don't mind.
That was fast.
Such an ordeal. I'm so very sorry you have to go through it. How hard it must be for you both.
Thank you.
But now you're here together, and I'm glad.
Can you blink so I can
Because
check
you'll
what
only
your
be
eyelids are
able
like?
to end this together.
Who are you exactly? Who is Seeker?
We, Banisher, are witches.
Aye, that much I knew.
Linked to the Nightmare's Wrath. Ceridian sounds familiar. I would hope so, because it's vaguely Irish.
Ceridian. Name sounds very familiar.
To a Scotsman, it should. Once, a long time ago, I too was named Seeker. An old friend called me Ceridian. Little Seeker, he said.
Serahine, aye.
When I needed a new name, I took the one he'd given me. Or at least a form of it that fits my tongue. Ceridian. Fits me well, I think.
Why have we found so little native presence in New Eden?
They have been here, but they have never settled. Wise men and women know that the region, the Maya Marshes especially, are rotten.
Is that why you settled here?
Here, the hem is thin and frail, and the mire rich in agitated spirits. It is also secluded and hard to find.
It also makes me seem like Yoda.
Both excellent
not
reasons
going.
to remain. Here, we may hide away and mend the hem.
We must reclaim Antea's body. but Seeker tells us the meeting house can't be reached. The fog cannot be crossed.
Seeker is right. The fog is the nightmare.
The nightmare makes the fog, you mean?
Oh,
The fog
I said what I
is
said.
the nightmare. The nightmare is the fog. Each grows the other as their influence strengthens. It taints everyone all through New Eden. It clouds their minds and distorts their vision. But you have already cleared the Darkwoods. The work has begun. It must continue.
You brought us here. Why?
You have many questions, and I have little time.
Okay, no, she doesn't have eyes on her
Your
eyelids.
novice mentioned it. I am sorry.
I am not. Soon I'll be one with the trees, root and bark.
Fucking is
But
Yoda.
that is not why I asked you here. Dearest dears, the path ahead is yet unclear. But know this. If you are to defeat the nightmare, your hearts must be open. Open, of course, to each other. No barriers. Your bond must be strong.
How can we defeat it? How can we even begin to match its power?
You surrender unconditionally to each other. When you died, dear Antea, New Eden crumbled, but some yet live. Seek them out. Help them.
The nightmare won't like that.
No, you are, after all, a threat to her existence. And rightly so. She believes you cannot reach into her domain.
She's right.
She is wrong.
The sounds of things. You just said we
There
couldn't.
is a way. The void. A dreadful place beneath both the incarnate and the invisible. When you have learned to walk the void, you may use it to enter the nightmare's den. First, you must free the people of New Eden from her grip.
People responsible for? I don't think they were responsible. We chose to come here. We did not have to take the boat all the way.
To reach New Eden and retrieve my body, we must help the very people who created the nightmare in the first place?
Yes.
Excuse my lack of enthusiasm. Can we not just go back to the meeting house and do our jobs?
You must release folk here from her grasp. Only then, through the void, may you reach New Eden Town and confront her.
How do we access the void? Is there a ritual?
In places, the void is breached. Follow the beacons. Do not stray, and all will be well. Our seeker crafted you a tuning key. With it, you may open the breach.
To
Don't linger.
circles she's been
Time
teleporting her.
is fickle.
By the beach as I drowned, you sent Seeker to find me. How did you know where to look?
Are you asking an old hedge witch how she knows what goes on in her own garden? The woods
I guess.
and rivers are full of friendly claws, and feathers and scales. I always know what I need to know.
I guess that's the best answer we can expect.
It is the best of all those I've tried, dearest dears.
The nightmare in the meeting house was by far the most powerful ghost I've ever faced. From where did it come?
Unforgiving wrath is a bottomless well for vengeful spirits. But in this case, I suspect an even more vile source involved.
Capitalist?
We know the beast was linked to the nightmare. We're not so clear on how.
Through the beast, the nightmare inflicted its curse upon the settlers. The beast was its avatar. I'm sure it has others.
Other boss fights.
What are they exactly?
Boss fights.
They are manifestations of her power.
Sub-bosses.
They may also represent her only weakness. The nightmare's spirit was shattered by the violence that created it. Properly studied, the pieces may provide the key to lifting her curse.
What do you know of Deborah?
Not much. I have avoided the people of New Eden for decades. I do know she was tried for witchcraft.
Was she a witch?
Why she was
she one
betrayed.
of those?
Would it matter if she was? She was no witch. She was a woman, a victim of the basest of human fears.
We recently came across a cursed item and thought you could help us cleanse it.
Really? Why us?
Fuck else is gonna do it?
Spells, curses, witches.
I was teasing. How fun it is to see you squirm. There are many ways to enchant an item or dispel its curse. Seeker may be of help. Go talk to her. She likes to tease you too.
I've noticed.
Would a hedge witch have something interesting in her swamps for a banisher?
I always have, and I always will.
You won't be able to afford this. She has the upgrade material stuff. She's neutral with us now, so I'm not going to buy it just yet. Spiritual Parasite. That's a... Beating an enemy with red restores spirit. Spirit points are reduced. Salomon's Pin. Not Solomon. Salomon. Hitting an enemy with a manifestation grants banish. Exile there's a tire. Hitting an enemy with a rifle increases the damage of the next manifestation. It's not bad, actually, because as long as hitting an enemy with the rifle means shooting it and not hitting it with the butt. You could shoot it, get the manifestation boost, then hit them with Antea and the manifestation. That would reload gun. You can swap to the gun, shoot us, and then swap back and forth like that. Anyway, we're gonna wait until she's favored. Assuming she at some point. What can I sell? This reason.
Thank you, Ceridian. We'll be off.
Before you leave, tell me, what did you choose?
That I chose?
What do you mean?
Each of you made a promise to the other. What was it? What did you choose?
I chose to go.
How difficult it must be to follow this path. The greatest of the great mysteries elude us all. But have faith. For there to be peace, there must be an ending.
Was there? Really? I don't know.
The tuning key is on the table. In the void, it will protect you. Seeker waits at the pool to show you the way.
Are much creepier outside of the cutscene. Tuning. Key, whatever. Tuning key. Ceridian's handcrafted tuning key opens void bridges.
Help yourself.
I will.
And take all the help you need.
I'm gonna steal all this stuff. There's notes. Between the runes there are scribbled notes. Find on the left the House of Hades, the invisible god of the dead, a spring, Blades, the Lake of Oblivion, and nearby a white cypress rising. Do not approach the source. The second source you'll find, cold water flowing from Lake don't know how to pronounce that. Nezine? Nemazine? Yes. Goddess of memory. Oh, it's mnemonic. Like, okay, so yeah, it is Nemazine. Design me. Guards stand before it. Say, I am a son of the earth and of the starry sky, of celestial race, and you too know this. From that moment, with the pantheon of heroes, you shall be sovereign. Cute. Better Persephone dancing across the hem and back than Dionysus wants to go and wants to return. And again, better Orpheus than Eurydice. I certainly don't want to be Orpheus because Eurydice is pissed at him. The soul of Orpheus sings such notes as warble to the string, drew iron tears down Pluto's cheek, and made hell grant what love did seek. Children their best, not impressed, what a dolt. Thing is a thing when it is countable, the first order is in numbers. Okay. She's just reading other books and then making notes about them. Physics is made of things unlimited and things limiting, both the cosmos as a whole and everything in it. Lawless? Limited things cannot be counted, so things are by their nature both countable and uncountable. I hate this. Yeah, thanks, I hate it. An image of two overlapping circles. Vesica Pisces, by which the intersection of two circles identical creates the doorway. Right, that's all very confusing.
Feels unnatural, dangerous.
Banishing, of course, is famously safe.
It is. I've only died once. Well, okay, you died and then stayed dead, I suppose. That is a problem. Songs from the Moon, Dear Old Child. Benjamin Button. If you ever fulfill your destiny and choose to leave New Eden, remember that there will always be a place for you in the belly of the moon. Okay. Until then, may this humble book by yours truly remind you that you have many hidden sisters, Madra. Which I think is mother. There are things for me to steal.
Funny looking spinning wheel. Do you weave with it?
Of course. I weave essence, Red McGrath.
See that? What do you do with it? Oh no, I opened just that. Trick.
Over here, Banishers. By the pool.
Yeah.
Ceridian gave us a tuning key. Now I know how you pull your little disappearing trick.
It's no trick. It's what we do to survive. Too many bastards out there want us dead.
So what we saw on the other side of the island, that was a void breach?
Yes. You'll be using them too. But not this one. Not yet. There's another one.
Why not?
A little ways off, in the back of a cave. Use that one for now.
Why can't I use
is
this one?
Special. It's the last and only way into New Eden town since the bridge burned down.
We could go back to New Eden right now?
Why would you want to do that? The nightmare is strong. She has New Eden by the proverbials. Loosen her grasp, and maybe, just maybe, you can walk through that breach and live.
All right. We get it.
You have your tuning key. Hold on to it for dear life.
That shouldn't be a problem.
Be a problem for
Once
you.
through the breach, there's no turning back. Keep going and don't look back.
Void walking. Can you tell me more about it?
I use it to leap from one breach to another, as Ceridian taught me. I don't dally, nor should you.
Why not?
The void is terra incognita. I suspect Ceridian knows, but isn't saying. Bad sign, that. Very bad sign.
I'm curious. What do you think of the nightmare yourself?
I think the nightmare is the child of our father's iniquities. And of our own sins, too.
It's a child of our
Do
father,
you
then it's
admire
a
it?
sibling.
I fear it. But I accept its wrath, as I accept the rain. And New Eden surely deserves the flood.
Tell me about yourself, Seeker.
How do I put this politely?
No.
No.
That's a good
So,
answer.
Who's Deborah?
I know no Deborah. I don't think I've ever known a Deborah.
Debbie.
We found a cursed object.
An object? What object?
A chest. Locked and evidently cursed.
A curse could mean different things, depending. What do you think happened?
We found it in the wilderness. We think maybe someone bound a spirit to it for protection.
Ah, I do believe you found a chest belonging to Fear God.
Fear God.
I'm sorry, who?
Fear God Waterbury, local holy man. Hermit, died years ago. On my wanders I'd meet his ghost from time to time. Crazy old man. More bark than bite, though.
Did he have a thing for making cursed boxes?
Fear God Waterbury had a talent, and he used it to lock things away. Things he considered too dangerous to leave free.
Ah, chest. How many more are there?
I didn't ask, and he didn't say. I know it's more than one. I guess it's a lot more than one. He had a thing for collecting trinkets and locking them up for safekeeping.
Why?
Didn't just do it all in
Fear
one
God
spot.
Waterbury believed there was something about New
Possibly.
Eden that drew folk to the occult.
He wasn't wrong.
How do we get it open?
Why would you want to open it? That's demonology, and I'm not one for stepping in no demonology.
He said there's
Even if old Fear
shit
God
in there.
was
I
at the
want it.
worst. But from what he told me, Fear God Waterbury, the man, not his ghost, kept a ritual of unbinding in his breviary.
Do you have this breviary?
What now?
No, but I know he can find it. He spent his last years in seclusion, deep in the dark woods.
Dank
Go
woods.
northeast from the hunter's camp. Keep to the east side of the trail until you can turn south. You should come to a clearing. He had a hut there. You forget things sometimes, so here. I'll write it down for you.
Say you. Do you mean the royal you? Are you saying I specifically forget things?
We'll be going. Hope to talk again soon.
Yes. I do so enjoy our little chats across the hem.
Let me get this right. We're looking for a breviary belonging to a demonologist that Seeker met after his death. All this in order to learn how to cleanse malignant spirits bound to cursed objects.
Remember Balthazar H. Frenhofer's teaching.
No.
Efficient, adaptive, versatile.
Okay, so that is quite some distance away. I'm gonna head back to the camp. Actually, I can just check here. See how far away from like the main area. Let's see, might be able to do it now. Then off stream, I can go see if I can find those chests. I don't think they're marked on the map, so that's gonna be. And there's no way to leave markers on the map, which is equally as annoying. This is Hunter's Camp. Cave's too far. Check what the talisman was. Amulet, whatever. Equilibrium, damage dealt by red and Anate is increased against wounded enemies, but decreased by 90% against. Oh, like fuck all damage to an enemy that has most of its health. But after that, you do a lot more. Sure about that one. Right, so where is this hut? I was a hut, where would I be? I wonder if I've found it already.
Look to me.
Which torches to follow?
It's about to shoot.
There's a cabin, but I don't think it's this one.
Shall we?
Okay.
This must be Fear God's lair.
Hopefully his writing is still around.
Cursed chest.
Remember the wicked will I felt earlier? The same spell is upon this.
We should find that ritual Seeker told us about. I've kept her notes about the hut location.
You think we need these dolls to open those chests? Dear God, Waterbury's breviary. Breviary, is it a Bible? Personal Bible? Ritual Spirit Unbinding. I command you, unclean spirit, whoever you are, be you alone and with your minions, to leave now. You are not released but exiled. You are not freed but sent back. You are not strong but weak. You are gone. Now I command you.
Ritual of unbinding.
Unlike
this must be it.
Banishers.
Yes. All you have to do now is repeat Fear God's prayer to get rid of a curse placed upon an item.
Collecting the tempting evil. Praised by the Lord, my long years of demonologist studies will finally serve my fate. In these secluded woods, I can observe and protect these lands while keeping his light upon them. The hamlet of New Eden was too crowded, but also too narrow to let me efficiently accomplish my great work. In this small room at the King's Arms, I had trouble focusing and finding the many sources of evil. Here, from the screen of the tall, dark trees, I will fulfill my task alone, with a sharpened mind. What is wrong with these people? It is like the immensity of the wild has blurred their faith and shaken their fortitude. Is it the fear of the unknown that incite them to seek help in all those unholy trinkets I know many are secretly trading? Is it something more wicked, like a sinful attraction for the false idols? Is it this valley itself? Is it this bad mouth a few corrupted men speak about? Gate to hell supposedly hidden in the center of the region. I leave no other soldiers of Christ the task of sealing this mouth when they find it. Sorry, I leave 2 other soldiers. My task here is clear. I have already spotted at least 3 terribly devilish items brought here by settlers, one at the wrist of a hunter, another at the neck of a sailor, and a third hanging at the window of a farm. They will be mine soon, before they can spread their bad influence on weaker minds, before a darker trade begins, like I've already witnessed it in Providence or Boston. Soon I shall grab those cursed items before locking them behind the strongest demonologist ritual I have learned. Be dispelled only through the most powerful ritual of unbinding. For more safety, I shall even hide the chests in the deepest parts of the valley. And when it is done, I shall search for more cursed trinkets until the last root of corruption is finally ripped from this blessed land, destined to be sowed by the elected ones. Who are the elected ones? Europeans, of course. Fear God, Waterbury. Right. Well, that worked out real well. Real well for you, Fear God. Cursed chest. You have learned the unbanning ritual. You can now remove curses from objects like cursed chests. To open a cursed chest, you need to find 3 wooden figurines hidden nearby, then perform the unbounding ritual. Cursed chest can now hide. Cursed chest can hide valuable rewards like new. Oh, we have even more now.
You are sent back.
Soldier of Fortune. Dauntless bracer type thing. What does it do? Rifle shots consume 25 spirit points to deal 50% increased damage. Iron ring is carved with magic symbols and connect to the wearer's tattoos to enhance their vision. The engraved symbols are similar to Red's Bane tattoos on his right hand. Does the one I have currently do? That's useful because at least with possessed enemies, we tend to start with Antea and it drops the spirit gauge, so that by the time we swap over to Red, he'll be in the 3% additional damage. It's a little situational. Kind of requires us to not use Antea that we have spirit energy available. On the other hand, the stat boosts are really good. Anyway, that is... I was so close.
Move it.
Think you can take on a ghost?
Reinforcements.
Ow. Ow.
Bastard.
Oh. Prick, you can shoot me. Ah.
Get lost, won't you?
The end is one of the spectres you fought against your own life.
A fate met by many a holy man unable to let go.
Even a strong spectre. Alright. And before I was so rudely interrupted, I was gonna leave it there. And I have a lot of things to check out on the map. Like that. 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 Well, I might leave the gold one. Try to find out what it is first, I suppose. That. Gold thing. First chest that I can open now, but I need to find 2 more trackers. So I guess we know what those dolls are for. The other chest we it's like in the fort. We have enough for that one. Equipment as a reward. This one's anyway, there's lots of side things for me to check on, and when we back to Banishers, we will continue on the main quest to go through that port. Still a significant amount of the map left. I'm assuming there's probably not much here, but it looks like there's a landmass here. And probably something else to connect these. I don't know how much is up here. You can see most of this is probably going to be ocean. By zooming out, the map seeming like it's enormous, I don't think it's actually. It's big, but I don't think it's as big as it seemed at the beginning. I am hoping, anyway, otherwise it's going to take me a minute. World completion 11%, that's going to take me a minute. This is the region for the Dark Woods. Okay, I found the lost chests, all of them. And there's some nests, some altars, some collectibles. 4 unknowns that are entirely new categories by the looks of things. New Eden Town. There's 2 collectibles there. Fire marches. Managed to find all the locked chests, but not all. 17 soul grabbers. Jesus, how can miss loads of them? 38 soul grabbers. Right, well, I got my, got my work cut out for me there. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it there though for today. Tomorrow we'll be starting Stasis Bone Totem, which is gonna be part of the Foley Fable series. Foley Fable series tends to look at games that have a much stronger story focus and not a huge amount of gameplay. It's usually puzzle type games and that sort of thing. That's what we'll be doing tomorrow. Stasis Bone Totem is a kind of point and click adventure thing set in a sort of Dead Space like environment. And then Friday we'll have a look at Penny's Big Breakaway as part of my Impressions series. Foley Plays Games a Bit. typically just look at the opening 2 to 3 hours of the game and just see what we think of it. Anyway, thanks for keeping me company this evening. If you want to catch up on previous entries of Banishers, you can find it on the VOD archive, youtube.com/doomtrain5, as well as all of my streaming VODs are all over there. If you want to hang out and chat, you can also join the Discord. Links under my face somewhere. Or you can go to my Twitter, and the link tree is in my profile. You can find all those links and what have you. Right, I'm going to head off. Have a good rest of your evening, and hopefully see you tomorrow for Stasis Bone Totem. Bye-bye.